is Rodney Funderburk and Harry. This is Phyllis and Stephanie. This is, no, that's Jay. Anyway, Rodney Cundiff as Harry, and Lloyd Funderburk as Pearl, and Debbie Acevedo as Pauline. And Mel, who they are talking about, is their brother. He has had a nervous breakdown, and they've all come together to figure out how much money they're going to give. And well, he was always nervous. Always. Ever since I can remember, he was nervous. Never said so for a minute, always jumping up and down. Am I lying, Pearl?
Oh, we're his own sisters. Who should know better? Up and down, up and down. Would you like some hot coffee, Harry?
I don't want any coffee.
He always used to fidget, too. Why, he talked a mile a minute. I remember. He even chewed fast. Remember how fast he used to chew?
I was his sister. I was there. Didn't I see him chew? Always chewing fast and fidgeting. Are you sure you don't want any coffee, Harry?
I don't want any coffee. When did you ever see me drink coffee? You've been my sister for 53 years, and I've never had a cup of coffee. When do you think I started drinking coffee?
What, I only see you twice a year. Maybe you took up coffee.
Mel wasn't nervous. He was high-strung. Melvin was high-strung.
Well, I call it nervous. As a baby, he was nervous. As a boy, he was nervous. And in the Army, he was nervous. How long did he last in the Army, anyhow?
2 weeks.
There you are. He was nervous.
Where do you think nerves come from? From being high-strung.
Oh, then why wasn't any of us high-strung? He was nervous, he was fidgety, and he chewed fast. I never saw him swallow. You know, no one could even talk to him. Papa couldn't talk to him. I remember.
How could Papa talk to him? Mel was 3 years old when Papa died.
Well, if Mel wasn't so nervous, Papa could have talked to him.
I never drink coffee. That's ridiculous. Poison goes right through. Who is she talking with in there anyway?
He had the same thing in high school. A nervous breakdown. Remember when he had a nervous breakdown in high school?
Who are you talking about?
Mel. He had a nervous breakdown in high school. Don't you remember?
Mel never had a nervous breakdown in high school. He had a broken arm from gym class.
I'm not talking about that time.
All right, he had a broken tooth from the time he fell off his bike.
I'm not talking about that time either.
Then when are you talking about?
I'm talking about the time Mel had a nervous breakdown in high
Never
school.
had it.
Don't you tell me. I remember like it was yesterday. Tell him, Pauline.
Melvin never had a nervous breakdown.
Oh. Well, what do you know about that? I thought it was Mel. Guess I was thinking of someone else.
You can't even remember. You can't remember I don't even drink coffee. What are you talking about?
He must have had some terrible experience in the Army.
What, in 2 weeks? He wasn't even in there long enough to get a uniform. I know what his problem was. The only problem that he ever had was that you all babied him too much. All of you.
Babied him too much while he was a baby, wasn't he? Why shouldn't we baby him?
Yeah, you babied him. That was his problem. He never had responsibility as a child like I did. That's why he can't handle life's problems. That's why he flares up all the time. That's why he's such a child. He's an infant.
Harry, what if I put milk in the coffee?
I don't want any coffee.
Pearl, he doesn't want any coffee. Just leave him alone.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when Mel was a tiny baby, didn't you think his head was too large for his body?
No, Mel had a beautiful head.
I didn't say it wasn't beautiful. I said it was too large for his body. It always gets falling to one side.
But Pauline, all babies' heads fall to one side.
I know that, but he has trouble getting his up again.
What's he talking in there for anyway? Who's she talking with?
Remember the summer that he ran away?
He didn't run away for the summer. He ran away for one night.
He said he ran away for the whole summer.
Who said it? You said it. You just said, remember the summer he ran away?
So he ran away one night for one summer.
But you should say it that way. Say, remember the summer he ran away for one night? Don't make it sound like he ran away for the whole summer. That's crazy. He never was.
Who said Mel was crazy? I didn't say Mel was crazy. Did anyone here hear me mention the word crazy?
quiet and let's settle this thing, okay? So what are we going to do?
About what?
About what? About the Suez Canal. What do you think about what? What are we all here for? Why did Jesse come all the way from Lakewood to come over here? Well, my gosh, where have you been? Listen, okay? We're here to help Mel, okay? We got to figure out something for Mel. So, what are we going to do? Let's try to figure out a figure. Well,
you're the businessman, Harry. You decide and tell us how much we should give.
Give me a cup of coffee. All right. Now, Mel has had a nervous breakdown, and we are his only family.
Nope.
Well, no, thank you. And as being his only family, we have to bear the brunt of financial responsibilities. So we need to give, this is my suggestion, okay? We give him X number of dollars, and then so we can give him a loan. And then when he gets better and gets back on his feet, he can pay us back little by little. That's my suggestion. What do you guys think?
Pauline has a question.
What's the question?
How much is X number of dollars?
X is X. That's what we're here to figure out. Okay? I can't give you out a figure until we figure it out.
Okay, but it's a big X or
X isn't even an X, okay? It's a blank until we can figure out a figure to put into the slot.
I'm not complaining. We have to do the right thing. But when you mention things like X number of dollars, sounds like a lot of money, and I have limited capital, you know?
Well, of course you do. None of us have unlimited capital. Pearl, do you have unlimited capital? Well, I wish I did, because I'd give Mel X number of dollars in a minute.
All I'm asking is how much is X? I can figure it out with letters. I have to know numbers.
Harry, don't say X anymore. Say a number that we can understand. We're not businesswomen. We don't understand it.
Listen, I can't even figure out what X is until I figure out what A, how much Mel needs a week, and B, how much we're willing to give him. Until then, I can't figure out what X is, and I can't figure out what A and B come to.
Well, all right. Suppose we figure out what A is, and then we figure out what B is. And then after that, then we can figure out what X is, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, now suppose that all of us here are in agreement except for one person. She doesn't want to give X. She wants to give M or W or P or Q or whatever. Well, what do we do then?
Well, I don't know. All right. Line.
Forget it.
Forget X. Forget even I ever said X, all right? Now, all of you just be quiet and let me try to figure out this thing.
Here, here's a business room. The doctor.
All right, first, okay, fact number one. Okay, fact number one is that Mel needs help, and we need to give him help. Agreed?
Agreed.
All right, and fact number two is that he needs to go see a doctor, okay? Agreed?
Agree.
Okay? Fact number three is that we're going to have to at least help him, okay? As being the only living relatives that he has, okay? We're going to have to bear the brunt of the financial responsibilities. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see this thing all the way to the end, whether it's 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, a year, or 5 years. Agreed? All right, on first disagreement.
No one is disagreeing. We are all in agreement. Except when you say things like 5 years. I don't see any sense in curing Mel and ending in the poorhouse. If God forbid that happens, is he be in any position to help us? He is not too able to begin with.
Well, maybe it's not even a nervous breakdown. Doctors can be wrong too, you know. Pearl, do you remember your pains last year? It's true, Harry. They took out all my top teeth and later found out it was kidney stones.
I can't believe what I'm saying. This is totally ridiculous. Listen, you're 160 years old between the three of you, and none of you are making any sense. Now, all you shut up and be quiet. Let me settle this thing, okay?
Fine, we're quiet. You settle it then.
All right. This is my suggestion, okay? We give him the X amount of dollars, and that's it. What do you think?
Sounds fine to me.
Fine. Okay. Okay, how long do we give him how much longer do we give him to get better? 6 months?
6 months? Is that doctor as good as Edna said? It shouldn't say 6 months.
Oh, shh. She's coming.
Well, let Harry do the talking.
And then it'll all be over. Thank goodness it's almost settled.